So alright guys, welcome back to another 420 news special. It's back on the streets of Cork City. Got my little mask here, and for the change we're actually just a little bit early, actually before 420 on this Sunday. So guys, I hope you're all doing well out there. Hope you've got one rolled up and you're ready to enjoy 420. Got my Martin's World hat here representing the brand anyway today, as we get out and do a little bit of protesting. And just want to remind you guys, tomorrow there's an event by Gino Kenny at 8 p.m. It's the People Before Profits, a case for ending cannabis prohibition in Ireland. It's going to start at 8 o'clock. Oh, happy 420 there guys, it's 420 right now. But it's going to start at 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. And I look forward to the event anyway. There's some good speakers lined up to it, and I hope there's going to be some details spilt as to the bill that Gino is intending on publishing very soon. But guys, I'm down here outside of the guard station, and I've got with me some cannabis, and I was hoping maybe, like, save me having to go into the guard station, that one might just fucking happen to pull up. But we'll see what happens here over the next few minutes anyway, as I have a little chat with you about this. This is from Little Collins, so shout out to Little Collins. A buddy of mine purchased this from me, and he gifted it to me, and it was very nice. I really enjoyed it, and I hung on to a little bit of it because I wanted to use it in a civil disobedience protest, because it's very important to highlight, like, fucking how cannabis prohibition, it's so wrong. It's after targeting so fucking much, and basically we're being robbed of a plant that's incredibly beneficial. This is a CBG flower, so it contains cannabigerol, which is another compound another cannabinoid within the cannabis plant that's attributed to some of the health benefits that the plant delivers to the consumers. So again, like, you know, in the all-encompassing war on drugs, when the prohibition of cannabis, we're denied access to cannabigerol plants as well, which, like, I could smoke fields of this stuff and it's probably not really going to get me high. There's very little THC inside of here. But even outside of that, you know, the prohibition of cannabis, we shouldn't even be prohibiting THC cannabis either. Prohibition creates black markets creates criminal gangs. Criminal gangs makes these guys inefficient in their job at hand, which is keeping the community safe from people who actually intend harm upon us, like, you know, such as the rapists, the murderers. A little bit of cannabis here, like, and these people are able to walk by me and they don't feel afraid, threatened at all. Yes, boy. And yeah, we have maybe some supporters of the show there. I don't know, they're watching live in the car. But I don't seem to see any guards coming out here. I don't really want to go in annoying them inside there at the same time. Again, I just hope one of them comes up here in the next few minutes. But guys, I'm one person. Like, this is only going to go so far, I suppose. What I intend to do is, I hope I can get more people out there who have nothing to lose, say, like myself. You've already got a criminal conviction, let's say, or you're not afraid of getting a criminal conviction. Do you know, whether you fit into any of these categories, I'm not too sure. But look, you need to get out there and get engaged in this sort of civil disobedience, because currently, the way it stands, the government are not going to... They're not going to support Gino's bill. You know, you have the Fine Gael party, you have the Fianna Fáil, you have the Green Party, who've already come out and said that they're not going to support the bill as it stands anyway. So there's nothing come out actually to change my mind upon that. So I think it's down to us, the people, to get out there and kind of almost force the hand of the government, if you will. Civil disobedience, it's a very powerful form of protest. There's nobody being hurt here in this, outside of, say, myself or anybody else who wants to get engaged in this sort of form of protest. Because, like, the John O'Regan of the Cannabis Legalisation Party, which hasn't been established yet, but he hopes to do it someday, he was informing me that, like, on average the gardai kind of have about 200,000 arrests every year. And the guys were running the numbers there that if we were to get about 100 people to volunteer to go to a garda station 3 times a day with a little bit of CBD, we could all share the one bit of CBD possibly and say we all possess it, who knows. But within the space of 6 months, we would have amassed 50,000 arrests, which would be 25% of the average yearly kind of arrest, like, you know, and we could do that within 6 months. If we got more people to take part in this, you know, if we got 200-300 people, we could really cut that down very fast. So it's just, look, an idea out there for people, you know, if you've got nothing to lose, if you're not afraid of the law. Well, to be honest, I'm fucking terrified of these guys going in here right now, because they can do fucking anything to me, essentially, because of this Misuse of Drugs Act. And that's why I'm down here now today, to kind of challenge them upon that, because rules are rules, and all that, and we've got constitutional rights, and I believe the Misuse of Drugs Act has it's infringing upon our constitutional rights, and there's no real justification there for that. So until somebody comes up with the evidence to prove otherwise, there's no evidence there to justify them overriding my constitutional rights, my God-given human rights, you know, enshrined through the European Convention, which is then kind of put down in our constitution. So look, rules are rules; they're there to be upheld. So I'm challenging them here and now. So we'll head on into the Garda station, and we'll see what happens with them inside here. Jeez, fucking terrified, boys. So one other guy here had me.
I need to go to the gas station first, and then go to the pound. So I need this paper. I'll have to show it up here anyway. All this again, but I was thinking. This is a technicality, and I might be waived off the fee of the town, you know? No. Yeah.
Going to step outside. It seems like there's a bit of a queue inside there. Your man's getting something stamped there for his insurance, so I just had to give him a bit of privacy. Just there's nobody else there then. Once I see him come out, I'll go back in. But it's only we went to the guard station with a bit of weed, like, you know, you're able to walk around, but you're sitting at home like in fear of him. You know, you go out to pick up a bag there, you know, you're going across into into some housing estate, and you're terrified like that you're going to get pulled in on the way out. The Garda station, the bag of cannabis. Thought I might have been able to see our chat come in actually, guys, but I ain't seen any chat coming up on my screen, so yeah, that's a bummer. Oh, there it is actually. Yeah, actually I see some chat coming through there now. I just pressed the button and up it popped. Happy days. Alright, Andrea, how's it doing? Don't know, guys, if you're only happen to tune in there, look, I got a bit of cannabis down outside the guard station. 420 special civil disobedience protest. Highlight, raise awareness there of Gina Kenny's bill. His event tomorrow going on 8 o'clock. And the real need to legalise cannabis in Ireland, because we don't need these guys coming after us. Like, we're not criminals. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm here to prove. I'm down here committing a crime outside a Garda station, and you know, there's just fucking nothing happening, unfortunately, in certain, you know. Be decent if a paddy wagon just pulled up there, like, behind me, and I could just be like, oh yeah, boys, I got some cannabis, do you want to do some work? All their windows were, some of them were open, I don't know, will any of them come down to me? What's going on out there, guys? Nice one for the comments. So let's see what happens down here with them anyhow. This dude, by James Button, by with your fucking spam. Jog on, by, will ya? Buy followers. I don't want to be buying followers at all. I want to fucking see cannabis legalised. That's what I want to do. Jesus, man, how long does it take for this guy to get his Yorkie stamped? Thought he would have been in and out of here and all in 10 minutes. How hard is it to get caught with cannabis these days? Oh man. Alright, on, as always, what's going on out there, guys? Just engaging in a little bit of civil disobedience protesting. But it seems like there's no guards around. Probably having the old Sunday dinner, maybe. What y'all doing out there anyway, guys? How's your Sunday going? How do I watch the event tomorrow? Kitmore, check out Gino Kenny's profile on Facebook or Instagram. I'm sure he's going to put a link up there at some stage. I'm not aware of any link that's available right now. Oh, there's Graham. What's happening, man? But do check out Gino Kenny's page. Give me a second there, guys, and we're still waiting on this guy to come out, but I just have some company. I'm just going to put myself on mute. Alright, guys, nice one for the comments coming through, guys. I just seeing them coming away through. And Coxo says there as well, like, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the 0.2% law in Ireland. Little Collins will be setting a precedent in the courts if the courts actually have the balls to go ahead with the case. Seems they're just really dragging their feet in it, so that's what will set precedent. But like, for me, I'm not interested really in that 0.2. It's just cannabis in general. I want it all to be allowed. But here today I do have some 0.2% CBG flowers from a good friend. Sweet, I see my opportunity to head in there now because the queue is clearing up. Just one or two more comments, guys. Milking the cows, I'd say. Yeah, having the Sunday roast, I'd say. That's what they're out doing. I see one cop car here in front of us, actually. Can I flip that? Oh no, I won't flip around anyway, never mind, doesn't matter. But they're not getting out, they're going into the back, I'd say. But I'm going to head on in there anyway, guys, and we'll engage in this little bit of civil disobedience. Irish Terminator, hoping you don't get arrested, but just in and out. Me too. Right, here we go. Let's see what happens. I'm up north by get Arlene out, never legalised up here for fuck's sake with these fools in Stormont. And Gary Youths, what's happening, Gary? Hi, how are you doing? I'm very good. Sorry to disturb you now on a Sunday. I just have a bit of cannabis there, and I'd like to just get a day in court, I suppose, for it, just to challenge the law. So it's just a little bit of a protest, and I hope you don't get offended by it. No, I mean no offence. Perfect chat. Brilliant, thanks very much for this. And again, sorry for disturbing you now if you have important work going on. Yep.
Are you happy to take, I just get a couple of details, are
Yeah.
you happy to take them here in the public office, or do you want to go into a...
Yeah, no, I'm happy to do it here, yeah. That'll be no problem. Or it makes it most easier now for yourself to get you back to your day's work.
Have you ever had any dealings with the guards before? Or?
I have, yeah. I've
Perfect, no
been
panic
caught
at all.
before, yeah.
I'll just get a couple of details off you then, and basically, with the amount that's there, it will basically fall under section 3.
Yeah, personal amount.
And everything that for personal use and everything like
Yeah.
that. So I'm going to invite you to make a voluntary caution statement if you're happy to do that, and I'll just ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah, perfect, yeah, no problem. Thanks very much for this again.
That's fine. I will, of course, no panic at all. Now, what's your own name?
Martin Condon.
Condon, is it?
Condon, yeah, Condon.
Your date of birth, Martin?
It's the How's the lockdown for yourselves? Changes a lot, I'd say.
Look, I suppose you just kind of have to get on with it as well at the same time. It is tough, but I suppose at least with the vaccine rolling out, it makes it...
Yeah, there's a bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Fingers crossed anyway.
Exactly. Are you working yourself?
No, I'm a college student.
Oh, very good. What are you studying?
Doing a bioanalytical chemistry, and a master's in bioanalytical chemistry. Yeah.
Very good. UCC?
Yeah. In UCC, yeah.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, I've enjoying it so far, and it's all online, so it's a bit different. I done an honours degree before.
Yeah,
It's all online, yeah. I only just finished an honours degree in herbal science before that, so that was much more enjoyable because we could actually go to class.
Exactly, yeah. I know it's tough online, I'd say, is it?
It's definitely a bit difficult because you have to really motivate yourself to sit down and do the lectures because it's all pre-recorded. You see, if it was live, you'd be a bit more tending to engage.
Yeah, I
but
suppose, exactly, yeah.
the pre-recording is definitely requires discipline.
And is there many hours every day, or?
Me, I try to get in at least 4 hours a day anyway myself of lectures and then about 2 hours of project work.
Oh, not so bad. And is it a year or 2 year course?
It's a year course with an added year afterwards, but they want us to do industry before going out working. Or before going
and
on
what
doing
would
the
be the
second.
end goal then, I suppose, career-wise? Where would you like to see yourself?
Within lab space, I suppose quality, regulatory kind of position. I have a big interest there within kind of the analytics side of things and ensuring kind of product qualities.
Oh, not too bad.
Yeah, so
hopefully.
there's a defined career path there for me, alright, but if we can get this cannabis thing there, be much more closer to the heart to be working with some of the patients that need the medicine, I suppose,
Okay.
because there's lots of opportunities there within that industry.
Exactly, that's it. Sorry, I just have the caution written down there, so you
Yeah.
said that you understand the caution. You understand that you're not under arrest?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah. And do you wish to have a solicitor present?
No thanks, no, I'd be fine. I represent myself.
No problem at
Not done so too bad so far.
all. No problem at all. Sorry, now I have to get this all down there. So do you wish to have a solicitor?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'll try not to say so much actually, so you
No,
don't
you're
have to
fine.
write
There's
it
no
all.
panic at all. I'll read it all back over to you anyway afterwards, and I'll
problem.
just get your signature then, just to be sure that you're happy with it and everything.
Thanks.
Like that. Perfect. So can you tell me what you have in your possession on today's date, the 31st of January 2021?
Yeah, I have some cannabis flower and I've about a gram of it, I'd say there.
Perfect. Is it for your own personal use?
It has, yeah, it was. It was.
Perfect. It's okay. Yeah, no, that's no problem at all. Perfect. What is the value of the cannabis herb?
Less than €20?
Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
No problem at all. Okay. And are you aware of the law in possession of cannabis herb?
Yeah.
Perfect, Garda. I'm just going to read back over what I have here. They're
Brilliant.
basically the main points that I need to get off
Thanks
there.
very much, Rose.
So it's a voluntary caution statement to Martin Condon, having been cautioned by myself as follows. You're not advised to say anything unless you wish to do so, but whatever you say will be taken down in writing and may be given as evidence. I asked, do you understand the caution? You said, yeah. I said, do you understand that you're not under arrest? You said, yeah, I do, yeah. I asked, do you wish to have a solicitor present? You said, no, I'm fine, I represent myself. I asked, tell me what you have in your possession on today's date, the 31st of January 2021. You said, I have some cannabis flower. I have about 1 gram of it there. I said, is it for your own personal use? You said it was. I asked, what is the value of the cannabis herb? You said, less than €20. I asked, are you aware it is unlawful to be in possession of cannabis herb? I said, yeah. Do you have anything else you wish to add or state?
No, not at this moment. No, thanks very much for the opportunity though.
So the statement has been read over to you, and are you
Has indeed.
correct?
I am indeed, Rose. Thanks very much.
No problem at all. Give me 2 seconds there now and we'll get your signature.
Thanks.
I'll obviously be taking that there then as well.
Yeah, you can indeed, yeah.
Record like 2 minutes for ourselves here. Do you have any questions, Martin? Or?
No, not at all. No. Thanks again for your time. Yeah.
Not at all. There's no panic at all.
I wish all my interactions were just pleasurable. Other times it's not been by choice. I've been having my cannabis taken.
Exactly. No, there's no panic at all. The statement has been read over to you.
Is this the first time you've ever confiscated cannabis from somebody, or?
No, it's not.
It's not, okay.
No.
Unfortunately.
Can't see it is.
Yeah.
Are you happy it's correct? And you're happy that's correct there, yeah?
I am indeed, thanks.
Perfect. Perfect, Martin. Is there a bio there?
There is, yeah. It's one here in the cup there.
Just a sign here for me. And I'm going to just witness your signature then, alright?
Yeah, no problem at all. So, Martin. And I just do a C there for shorthand on the condon. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
go to
perfect.
your signature, just
Just,
I'll take that off you there, Martin,
Yeah,
alright?
they questioned me in the post office a few times and I had to show my driver's license. I was like, no, that's my signature.
I'm just going to witness it here anyway.
Brilliant.
I'll put a record on our system there anyway, Martin, and we'll be in contact with you in due course, alright?
Lovely stuff, Mark. Thanks very much for your time, Rose, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye. So guys, all over and done with there. Nice and easy, straightforward interaction. Really nice guard actually too. Couldn't ask for a nicer person to be at the counter. She wasn't at all ignorant or hesitant either in engaging with me. So she was very nice. Can't say any more than that. Look, it's lodged now. She has the cannabis inside there, and I will be notified of a court date in due time. But look, as we know, the courts they're at their knees at the moment because of coronavirus. There's a massive backlog. So guys, like, definitely do try to get down to your own local Garda station, go down with a small little bit of cannabis flower. Let's just use people to bring the system to its knees, and we just like start clogging up the gears, because really they're under a lot of pressure right now, as in the court system. I think there's nearly almost at a 2-year backlog now from some of the cases I'm looking at. So it is really getting ridiculous. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, thanks everybody for your comments. I was watching them all coming in. Sorry for not engaging more with you in there at the counter, but I just didn't want to be rude to the guard. I didn't want to be pointing the camera in her face either, but I did get a couple of shots of the cannabis there for you on the counter. So guys, thanks very much everybody. This has been a 420 special, a little civil disobedience protest from Martin's World. Guys, I'll be back with more 420 news tomorrow, and don't forget as well to keep an eye out 8 PM tomorrow evening for Gino Kenny's event as well, a case for ending cannabis prohibition in Ireland. So guys, stay blazed and keep her lit. Peace.